Hey, so we about to get into this hair tutorial. So this is my natural hair, fresh after a wash and condition. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and section off the hair so that way it makes it a little bit easier. And I don't know, ever since my hair got longer, it literally like locks after it gets wet. I'll have to figure that out. Well, it feels like it locks, but it's like my curls just interlock. But anyway, so I split it down the middle as best as I can. Don't care about the back. This is real raw, y'all. And then I split off the section that I'm not going to be working on and go ahead and put that in like a little clip. So now that I have this half section, I'm going to split it in half again so I can do the front and the back separately just to make my life a little bit easier as far as blow drying. So as you see here, I'm just splitting it with my wide tooth comb, and I'm going to put the front in a clip, and then I'm going to go ahead and start on the back. Here I'm just twisting it in a 2-strand twist just to keep it a little less tangled and help for combing out later on. But yeah, let's get into this length, honey, because I don't know how, but my hair just grew out of nowhere. I guess from protective styles, but yes. So here's my little quarter section, and I split it into smaller sections to go ahead for the blow dry process. Using a little clip here, I'm going to put that out of the way. So now here's my little section. I'm going to go ahead and detangle it with my wide tooth comb. I don't recommend using like small like rat tail combs to detangle your hair just because I feel like you may lose more hair that way. My hair smells so freaking good after a deep condition, so I had to give it a little sniff. But there's my rolling brush that I use. This is my old school, not even old school, but I've had this blow dryer for like 10 years at this point, maybe like 7. But it's the Carnier Pro blow dryer that I got from Sally's. So I just grip the hair, and since my hair is curly and thick, it pulls taut when I go ahead, as you can see here, grab it at the root, and then I take the blow dryer and go ahead and get the roots nice and blown out and stretched out. Once I get all the roots stretched out, then I just comb it down a little bit and then work on the shaft of the hair and let the blow dryer do the work for me. So here, as you can see, I just keep pulling the hair taut and then adding the heat. This blow dryer is pretty hot, so it gets it really well straightened out. I do have it on the highest setting as far as heat goes and as far as the airflow, I guess. So it's blowing as hard as it can, and it's also as hot as it possibly can be. And here I'm just making sure that it's really smooth and blown out, because I feel like in order to get your hair styled the way you want it to be styled, the key is the blow dry. Like, you need a really good blow dry foundation, and then you can do whatever you want from there. Like, if I wanted to put my hair in Bantu knots and then take it out as like a heatless curling method, this would be perfect. Or if I want to straighten it like I'm doing now. So here's the hair blown out and stretched out. And yeah, and you're just going to go ahead and repeat that same process in small sections. So as you can see here, again, pulling the hair taut and running the blow dryer from root to shaft, just to make sure I really get in there. And here I am in the back, making sure that I get the side of the middle section, just to make sure that everything is nice and stretched out. And then you just pull the hair down with the blow dryer on it, and you just keep doing that process over and over again until your hair is nice and stretched out. I did a deep condition, so right here I feel like my hair kind of looks oily, but it's not. It's just really shiny I did like a 20-minute deep condition. And if you guys want to see how I wash my hair prior to this process, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to give you a full tutorial on that, on the products that I use and how I get my hair nice and moisturized. So yes, as you can see here, getting that rolling action. And I love these rolling brushes because they, as you can see, there's holes so the air passes through the brush instead of just onto my hair. So that section is done. Go through it with the comb, and this is where we're at right now. So I did the top of the section off camera. So this is the back quarter done and blown out. So it's pretty smooth as you can see here, soft and flowy like we want it. Ew. So here we are at the front of my head. As you can see, if you split it into smaller sections, it's much easier. The texture on the sides of my head is different than the middle back. It's a little bit less curly, if you will. So it's still pretty thick, but it straightens far easier and faster. As you can see here, hitting the front of my edges, making sure that that is nice and blown out. And be careful by your ear because it can get real hot. Just saying. Like, I've burned myself a couple of times. But yeah, as you can see here, like this section dries far faster than the previous sections. So just pulling that hair times, combing it out, and making sure that it is nice and smooth. So you pretty much repeat the process through your whole head. So you can just go ahead and enjoy this little music while I finish the rest of the section. So here is the amount of hair that came out. Barely anything, just a little dead ends. And here is the comb that I like to use to comb out my hair while I'm flat ironing it. Here's my flat iron. I think it's like the nano something. Me enjoying my little coffee. And we're gonna get back into it. So as you can see, I comb the hair out. I don't do the chase method, and I just pass the flat iron one time through, just to make it a little bit smoother for the next step. And yeah, so I basically do keep the hair in halves, and I just do small sections and comb them out each time before I pass the flat iron through. So as you can see, comb it through, and then I hold it towards the end so it doesn't get staticky or anything or tangled, and then pass it through. And here you go, splitting that section off, keeping it nice and small. I don't want them too small though, because I don't need my hair to be like, I don't know, like too straight and flat like to my head. I want it to still have a little bit of volume. So I think the sections are probably like a little bit more, maybe 3/4 of an inch or a half an inch thick. And I just pass it on through. And the setting of the flat iron is on the highest setting for now, just because I'm only doing one pass, and I hit the roots, and boom. And here is another section. See, you can see how thick the sections are right here. Just go ahead and hit those roots, and then one pass. And you just continue this throughout your whole head to prepare for the next step. So boom, slide it on down and smooth her out. Okay. And I just love, it's so satisfying to watch the flat iron. I don't know what it is, but I love watching this part. It's just like, shoo. Yes, I love it. and you just comb it on through. So this is the whole section pretty much. We're just hitting the front one good time, and this is the whole section of my hair pressed out. Okay, get into it. So we're back at it again, but now we're going to go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and curl the hair to add body to it when it's done. So, I mean, you can curl the hair any which way you want. I am a flat iron curl girly. I try to use barrels, but I don't know. It just isn't the same. Like, I have a really good quality barrel curling iron, and I only use it when I want my hair to be like loose beach waves or curls. So as you can see here, I curled both those pieces in opposite directions just to add, I guess, character or body to the hair. We don't want to all go in the same direction. Just, I don't know. You'll see in the end why I do what I do, but you can curl them in opposite ways, and it adds nice little shape to the hair. So basically, one pass for the curl, and you just twist it and then let the curl set on its own. And we're not going to keep the curl, so you don't have to like do that method where you hold it in your hand and let it cool off first. We are going to end up brushing these out later. So yeah, just twist it and boom. So we're going to continue to do this throughout the whole half of my head. And yeah. Oh, and when I'm around my face, I usually go away from my face because that's how I want my hair to fall in the end. And go ahead and enjoy this little music while we go ahead and finish up this half. So here are the curls, both sides, cute and bouncy. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is take a wig brush of some sort and gonna spray my hair down with some sheen so that I can brush it out without causing too much friction on the hair. And then I'm going to go ahead and brush these curls out. Super cute. I just love it. They're adorable. But I'm not going to leave my hair like this. So I'm going to go ahead and put my hair in a doobie, or also known as a wrap. Shout out to my Spanish girls. You know, yo soy boricua over here. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap my hair to go ahead and loosen the curl. And you'll see exactly what I mean later on. But you'll see why I did them so tight. Because if I did them super loose, then the body wouldn't be the same after I do this step. So just go ahead and wrap your hair, and if it gets like kind of knotty or tangled while you're doing this process, just go from comb from the ends up as you continue to wrap your hair around. And it is difficult to wrap your hair freshly done just because it's so silky and smooth, but you can go back over it with a bristle brush just to make sure it's nice and smooth. And then if you need to, you can add these little clips to stop your hair from falling while you go ahead and add your little wrap thing. I don't know what this is called, but it's like a little netted wrap that I put on before my scarf to hold and secure the hair, like an extra amount of security, I guess you could say. And for some reason, I always have to spin it around once. It's like a thing. I never not spin it around on my head. I'm not sure why. I think it makes me feel like it's smoother. But yeah, take the clip out so it doesn't leave a bump, and go ahead and apply your scarf. So I went ahead and did my makeup, so it's been wrapped up for a while. And now you see me here just combing it down, getting those ends. Because sometimes when your hair is freshly done, it can be like a little staticky because it's so clean. So you have to kind of be gentle with it. And here, as you can see, the curls are nowhere near as tight. And you kind of just brush it how you want the hair to fall. I typically wear my hair heavy on one side, so as you can see here, and I like a natural part. Like, I don't want it to be all perfect. I want it to just kind of fall how it falls. But as you can see here, I'm just combing it out and moving it and making sure it falls around my face and on my shoulders how I want it to fall. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want voluminous, bouncy hair, this is how you get it. Well, this is how I get it. So I would love to see you guys try this process. And okay, don't play with it. Come on. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one.